to the program. My name is Dr. Mankota. You are watching the TPN TV and radio network coming to you live from the United States of America. Today, we can discuss a very interesting topic today, and I want to input on this topic because it's actually interesting. The topic is about what I call marriage of inconvenience. Let me just give one. All right. Now see these two people. The 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 first lady and Sylvia last week then come in and put out some kind of pictorial show where they show themselves say yes, then don't meet and then don't reconcile their own differences or something like that. We don't know. I don't know. I don't really understand what in that mean. So now that make I want for now we discuss this today because um, when Sylvia come in and say then don't reconcile their differences, what does that actually mean? They may get some differences. I don't know. I have no idea if Sylvia and the first lady get differences. Let me just try for saying I want for send this link to groups them. So now just give me one moment. And as we try for understand what actually now this show of unity between Sylvia. Let me just come on. Between Sylvia, my phone just froze. I don't know. Okay. So I don't know what's in this what we call reconciliation of Sylvia and the first lady. And because as far as I know say the first lady and Sylvia not been get any kind of problem until last week when Sylvia come out and say, yes, the first lady. I don't know what's in the gun with my phone. It freeze, but yeah, my phone got problem. Let me just close that. Yeah, so I want to send some info to. Okay, I don't know. I will do that later. The problem we I get is Fatima and Sylvia get issues or differences. I know say Fatima in Fatima in man when I the president in and Dr. Sylvia then gets issues and probably because of the issues then the Fatima Bio and Sylvia get for reconcile. I've been facing the reconciliation supposed for be between Dr. Sylvia and Mada Bio, not Fatima Bio. But maybe you start from the wife and you go up. And what's not the motive behind this reconciliation? I don't know. Because I don't see so many people there, and then they give we this what we call opinion, explanations. A lot of people then say, could it be that Sylvia is moving towards the SLPP? Is that what this is all about? And I understand a lot of people that will get this concern because Sylvia na APC, right? And but there are also other people we talk about. Well, it's just like the same thing with Alpha Khan. Alpha Khan na APC, but it gets some kind of sympathy and work for the SLPP. But is still an APC member. So now the same thing here. And you get people their way also they talk, say, well, it seems like Sylvia is trying to gain some kind of favor with the SLPP government, and now that make this reconciliation public, or they try for provoke the APC. Now he make this so that the one that we hate him, that the APC, they then go become more angry. So what's now your take on this a marriage of inconvenience we happened between Sylvia and the first lady? What's now your take? So I want for make you give you comment at the comment section of the platform where you they watch way from. I don't know, my phone is messing up. That is really, really bad for me. I don't know what happened. I can't even, I don't know. Something is not right with my phone. But in any case, I'll be one for put this off. Okay, here is my own take. And I want for make you give your own take. So this is not my own take this. I am suspecting, and this is my opinion, I am suspecting Sylvia is not actually intending to become SLPP. Well, that's what I suspect. What I am suspecting is Sylvia is trying to provoke the APC. Sylvia is trying to make the APC become more angrier against her. So, what does that mean? Because there are two things where I believe say now it makes Sylvia they do them kinds here. Number one, either they try for get some kind of job, because definitely if Sylvia is offered a job by the SLPP government, it is take up. She's gonna take it. We know that, right? So if this is what Sylvia is trying to do, I am very much concerned the way we politics done it. I'm not against anybody taking job for any political party if the motive is for because of that person they qualify for do that job, they irrespective of what in your political affiliation. I'm not concerned about that. I'm not concerned much about Alpha Khan taking a job from the SLPP folks. You get that right there for do. But in a flip note, especially looking at waiting Sylvia, don't they go back and forth between the leadership of the APC party for the past couple months, and now all of a sudden he just put a picture between him and the first lady. I am thinking it could be something like kind of a provocation, kind of trying to instigate the leadership of the APC for do waiting what you're not supposed to do. That's not my own take. Okay? What are your own take? You where they watch, what are your own take? And I am actually doing what you then call multiple things at the same time. Tottenham they can beat we win our city, but we just don't get a penalty. So right now 2-1 against us. 2-1 against us. And I don't know if the penalty they even penalty. All right, so we dey look into that, but that make we when they see me at the multitasking, I dey look at the screen, and at the same time I dey look at which I they do. But in any case, that's how the world running. All right, we have to multitask. Okay, all right. So Judge OL, good afternoon, Dr. Mankota. Good afternoon, George. Seku Kane, who Seku Kane this? There was a Seku Kane way I know na Gambia. So he said, good evening, dear Bo, as a Sierra Leonean, for God's sake, if anyone reach out to the government, that is the way to blanket the person. Where are we heading to? I agree with you. So 2-2 now, the game, Tottenham versus CD 2-2. Okay. I agree with you, Sheku Kane. Another maker say, I am not against anybody. Anybody we want for go take job now the SLPP government, if that person they qualify for do the work for the people of Sierra Leone, I am totally in favor of that. That make me I not get any qualm when Alpha Khan accepted the NACOVAC job in the first place, because he is actually helping the Sierra Leonean people. And after that, he accepted this new position where he gets to. If Sylvia want for good one, they can do them without making some kind of a show off. How he and the first lady then don't reconcile their differences. We will not be know any differences between the first lady and Sylvia. I don't know. Do you have any idea? Because from the time when they arrest Sylvia, then put her in jail, without more it been the accused. Now the government when it happened for be Fatima Bio, not to directly with the first lady. So now if there is some kind of a reconciliation between the first lady and this, so it makes a lot of people that then feel somehow confused. And Mrs. Sefa confused when I see the picture. Wait and see and don't visit and don't reconcile their differences. I see the picture and I say, okay, was there any problem between the first lady and Sylvia? I don't know. Do you guys know any of Sylvia at any time when he say he and the first lady get a problem? I don't know. And that is the problem where some people that then begin to realize it could not be actually something that is out of genuine reconciliation. It's kind of trying to show off or trying to instigate stuff where probably they provoke the APC party. Oh boy. Then I don't be too back 3-2. Stupid people them. Anyway, in any case, that's fine. Okay. So that's not the thing, Sheku Kane. This is what I think. I am not against anybody, any Sierra Leonean for take any position in any government, whether not the APC party, the SLPP party, or whatever political party. I am not against that. Okay? So, but for come out all of a sudden, out of the blue, you come out and just send a picture for say we don't reconcile with differences between me and the first lady. When when they tell we say when I get differences, it heighten the suspicion of people, especially when they accuse you for so many things, so many things. They accuse you. That's not the only thing why they talk about. Where I say it could be something that is for show. It's just for show. It's not actually out of any kind of genuine reconciliation. Okay, so that's my own take. Now we go to George. George Doctor, my take to this issue is Sylvia is seeking for a job in the BO administration as she had been doing all along. It could be. It could be. Definitely. It could be, say, Sylvia is seeking for a job. And if this is the case, again for test the water first. Put a picture, then make people then discuss, then begin get this idea, say, oh, okay, this lady is trying to find a job for from the SLPP government. It will be. I totally agree. So sometimes this is not the first. This is not the first. First step, the first phase. But after I begin think about that too, I begin to think, say, maybe it is not a job. I'm confused as much as you are. Because if the SLPP is going to election, where therefore be tough for them, where if the APC put things together, strategize, the SLPP will likely lose the job, the government, and somebody from the opposition where you taking Alpha can be not already take a position a job from the SLPP from the beginning. So then they a different. Everybody be don't know say that the Alpha can be not take position. So but you the last minute where the SLPP is going to a tough election, then less than probably a year or so, if they can't take a job, you get for common. Now you party for go take a job. Just look at the how they call them, the blowback. Now you party, and Sylvia is broadcasting that he want for one day will become a president of Sierra Leone under the SLPP, sorry, under the APC, because now in party now in grandpa in daddy in party not so. So for make he go take a job at this last moment, I just not think say now a wise decision at this time. Okay, not a wise decision at all. So now we go to Edward Amara. Hey, bro, the opposition had been blaming the government for non-inclusion. What is the big deal now if people from their parties are now willing to work for this government? I agree. I totally agree with you, because when you look at waiting we all been the yap about, hala about, we want for make the government of Fatima Bio become an inclusion government. I totally agree. So that make when the appointment of Alpha can come in, I say maybe even though it's a little bit late, but it is better than none. So maybe the next administration, if the SLPP unfortunately happen for win, maybe you go look at that and say, you know what thing, Fatima Bio go want for left a legacy of inclusion, but who knows? So I agree with you. But the problem here in this scenario is waiting at the benefits for Sylvia for taking a job at this last minute. Now that one day, we don't know. We don't know at all. So let's wait and see. Only Sylvia and the SLPP and Fatima Bio, now they're able to give you answer. So now that make we just say, let we wait and see. All right. Let me go to Junior Kagbo. Junior Kagbo Seku. Reaching out is not the issue here, but the timing. Don't you think it is suspicious as a level-headed person. Yeah, exactly. Now that this is talk about my brother. The timing is too suspicious, and it make a lot of women become confused, waiting at the end game here, waiting at the outcome where Sylvia wants, where they try for do this. If there's any reconciliation between him and the first lady, that's fine. If they don't get any problem before, but we don't know about any problem before. But let's say they had a problem and now they sit down for reconcile together. So waiting at the next step, we are watching. Okay. So Junior, I totally agree with you. You know, and now we go to okay, Junior again. Edward, you got to be careful what you wish. Well, I don't know. Um, Okay, now we go to George Orwell says, it is not about wise decision. Doctor, to Sylvia, it is about expediency. She wanted to make herself relevant by creating attention to herself. All right. Gentlemen, we don't know what Sylvia actually they think with this. We have no idea. But we may probably guess for say, it is time for instigate the APC for make see the reaction of the APC. Maybe the next step is who knows, taking a job. I don't know. Musa said, I don't think it is reality. The people that are against Sylvia nuances are doing it because of her new coziness with the incumbent or her so-called hidden ambition to gain employment, but her muddy behavior towards the stage she is. Musa, Sylvia now a very smart woman. A lot of people them they don't understand Sylvia. One of the things we account for understand about Sylvia is stubborn. And I'm not saying this out of any trying to degrade her or denigrate her. No, I'm saying this out of respect, for say, when I say he's stubborn, when he says something, they go all the way through. So, and she's a strong woman too. And that is why a lot of Africans, Sierra Leonean in particular, they're not able for try for study people like Sylvia, because most often in Sierra Leone, what we don't use for a woman is a weak person, hard for relent, hard for do this. Sylvia is like a man in a woman's mind, a man in a woman's head or body. He's very, very stubborn, and the free facts. And when you say the facts, you don't know what in at the end. Because when you try for put out some kind of a fight, before you even involve in any fight as somebody way the way them come, you get first of all for speculate waiting at the end game, waiting at the end of me fight before I start them. So Sylvia is not like that. She's just going. So who knows what Sylvia think? Is Sylvia really serious about one day becoming um, um, a president? I don't know. Because one of the things we are believing, I actually like people the way they think bigger than themselves, where they think say nothing no day way na impossibility when it comes to anything what you want for doing this world. Yeah. The sky is the limit. So I give them credit for that. But as an African and a Sierra Leonean, we know much about Sierra Leone politics. There are certain things you get for sideline them, put them aside. Don't try to fight every battle. Otherwise, you will become exhausted. So that might one of the danger about Sylvia in shrewdness. You know. Now let we go to Aya. Aya Kondowa Junior say, to me, inclusive government is the best. I agree with you. Totally agree with you. And that one day, some of who been they tell Mother Bio say, okay, here is the thing. We know say in Africa and in most countries, when a party win power, the first thing what they consider now the people that will help them for win power. Okay, maybe the first 5 6 months to a year, you try for bringing them people then there and try for give them certain position for structure yourself, because these are the people who know your agenda, who believe in your agenda. So, but for the sake of unity within the country, it is prudent upon any leader, especially in a country like Sierra Leone, who get so many differences, and where the mentality of people is low, to say the least. It's very low. So you always get a balance between satisfying your supporters, your party members who work with you, and trying to still maintain the unity of the country. And like let's say the first six to 1 year, you put them people here. Then as time goes on, you begin bringing certain people them that the government where they look like an inclusion government. You know, the unfortunate part is Madabio did not do this, and I don't know why. One of the speculation we are seeing, in my own opinion, was that the SLPP been on the out of power for almost 11 years, right? From 2007 to 2018. And there are a lot of people in that country where they not get job. They not been get job. Their only hope for survival is politics. And when the opportunity arise, then people are then will always take advantage of that. And when you surround some of them people, then now your government, then they blind you from seeing the reality of life, because they are desperate to come back and accumulate what them not lost for the past 11 years. This is the danger where Madabio will face and probably face up to this time. But after 4 years, if Madabio not able to think, understand, say, when you done your first time, if you are lucky, the second time should be more about your legacy. Because the first time supposed to be your legacy, but you don't miss that opportunity there. So you get for flip now. If you know somebody where want for unite the country before you leave, your second time, if you fortunate for win, supposed to be focus on your legacy, not to people them again, because it already help all the people the way it's supposed to help Nigerian government, and it bring a lot of negative connotation within the country. You see, so I agree with you, Kondowa Junior. Now, the big deal here is, according to Lucretia Ban, they are not going the right way. The time is wrong, not this last moment. Yeah, I agree with you, Lucretia, and that's exactly what I was talking about. You understand? And that make her confused, because people like Sylvia are somebody where I get high respect for, because a smart woman. Let nobody not tell you like Sylvia is a smart woman. She's also a survivor. Sylvia is a survivor. So I was surprised for see at this last moment when waiting people and they think about now is how for pull the SLPP in a power, and waiting the SLPP they think about how they go able for maintain power, So it's the time is very, very chaotic in the first place. It is uncertainty. And as somebody when a very high person within the opposition, um, it is bad. It is bad. You don't get any benefits within this uh 11 month to 12 month. Anything where you dey try for do by the time when you dey uh, set to die if dem give appointment, the time is done. Everybody focuses on the elections. So the time actually favor Sylvia for do anything beyond wetin dem don do so. Okay, Junior Cabo says this lady is manipulative. She will she will she will deal. Okay, maybe it's time for say she will be a lethal weapon to destroy the SLPP if she does not get her way. Okay, Junior, maybe you go able for uh, time for explain now. Are you saying she will destroy the SLPP or she will destroy the APC? So I don't really understand. You say the SLPP, but she is not a SLPP member. So how it will destroy the SLPP? I don't know. So maybe you will explain them better. Okay, I will come back to you. Now let us go to Lucretia again. They say Fatima wants to be president. Syria wants the same the position. One will be president, another vice president. No. Lucretia, Fatima is not qualified for be president of Sierra Leone because according to what NSSF say, she was not born in Sierra Leone. She was born in Gambia. So she's not legally qualified for be for run for presidency in Sierra Leone. So she's not gonna do that. Except la lie be the lie, because some people then say na Kono Ibon, but in say then Keranguna Sierra Leone when I think 3 years old. So that means she's not qualified if that is the case. Okay. But Sylvia in don't make clear every time say you want for be president. All right, Lucretia also say stubbornness leads you to destroying yourself. Okay. Check Saddam, Gaddafi, etc., and so many others, making more enemies than friends. Okay. Stubbornness is a bad thing, I agree. Making more enemies than friends, I agree. But is it prudent upon every Sierra Leonean for stand for what he believe in? Yeah. Even if a lot of people they hate you, if that is the truth, if what he stand for is the truth, I think say God go there with you, not also. God in on your side. I like the entire world they na the other side. God there on your side, and you will become victorious. But anyway, he say Fatima and Sylvia don't stand a chance. They are both the same type of people. Sylvia has messed up. Messed up. I don't know if Sylvia messed up. Messed up in the sense because he snap picture or he reconcile with Fatima Bio, or messed up because he did criticize the SLPP. So Lucretia, if we were able for expand on this messed up, let we know. Standing against the leadership of your party for change, I don't think it is a mess up. The problem we are get with Sylvia, to be honest, and I don't tell her several times now audios, is the fact that Sylvia is a credible person. Let nobody not tell you lie. Sylvia is credible. What I mean credible? He hardly for lie. You know. The problem we I get with him, he allow people for determine how in they behave. And as somebody we want to be a leader, that's not a very dangerous weakness. when you allow people for determine how you behave, then the possibility of failure as a leader is great. Which I mean, I want to explain. Sylvia, some of the audios they wave in the poll, especially where they attack the former first lady, those audios are definitely out of context and uncalled for. You're not supposed for to talk them kind of talk as somebody who you want to be a leader of such a country. You're not supposed to talk so. Disabedi, Jangulico, all those type of nonsense. Not the Sylvia way I expect for behave that way. There. Sylvia, now somebody way highly smart, intelligent. So I was expecting Sylvia for stay away some of them petty stuff than they, because they destroy the person way they try for attack, or even the person way they try for revenge against. It destroys your own reputation, because now you did talk. You understand? From where Sylvia begin attack Sianyema, I don't know, maybe I miss some, but I know one day Sianyema come in and respond to Sylvia. One day. And the accusation where Sylvia they levy against Sianyema, I'm not talking about Anesbai Kuruma. I'm talking about that poor lady, Sianyema. Not able to bring in any kind of tangible evidence for say yes. This is the evidence for say yes. Sianyema and Iman, now then they sponsor Adebayo for make Adebayo Kosam. So for come after that woman, they begin the attack, and to the extent where you yourself, they lily yourself, if they put yourself down, I think that was a bar too low for Sylvia. And I tell her about that. So you should not allow people to determine how they react, how they behave. And Sylvia allow people for determine how they behave. There are certain people in this world that get how then they think. And you, where want to be a public figure, they follow what somebody think, especially something where they degrade your reputation, something where they put you down, your reputation down. That was very low, and it's still they continue for Duam, and that is unfortunate. I don't expect Sylvia for do so. So, as for the first lady, for conclude your statement, Lucretia, then look at some kind of similarities. The first lady is a stubborn woman, a combative. So I agree with you. Then get some kind of similarities. The first lady and Sylvia, then get some kind of similarities. All right. Musa Conte says, Dr. Mankota, sometimes I disagree with the way you agree with issues. Can you tell me the appointment of Alpha Khan and Sylvia maybe come from a fair play of national cohesion? Why the government rather lean or go with the opposition de facto members? Okay. Thank you very much. Musa, forget about Sylvia appointment. They not appoint Sylvia. So let we know Brian come into this equation. All what we know of, what we do right now in speculation, say probably not the next step way in the type of fame. But we don't know it, right? So we are all confused about Sylvia. Now, he say they reconcile with the first lady. So let's put her aside, okay? Now let we come to Alpha Khan. You call Alpha Khan opposition de facto members. I don't really understand what you mean, opposition and de facto members. Is it because Alpha Khan was willing to work with the SLPP? Now he may come a de facto member of the APC? Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? But is Alpha Khan a member of the APC? That's the question we need for answer. The last time I checked, I don't see any kind of resignation letter from Alpha Khan saying not a member of the APC party. I don't see that letter date. So because we don't see the letter yet, now we all presume for say, yet still, even though there are certain irreconcilable differences between the current leadership of the APC party and Alpha Khan, but that's not preclude the fact that Alpha Khan is still a member of the APC party. That all matters. Okay. But at the same time, let's also face the facts. There are certain members of the opposition where me belong to, where appoints them to a position of trust, you they hinder yourself. Let we take these shoes here, let we wear them. Not to every, because you want to do some kind of reconciliation or government of inclusion, so you just go and point anybody. No. First of all, you point somebody we want to work with you genuinely, even though not the opposition. That's one of the requirements. Even if we can power as APC, that the requirement, then they will get for look. It is not because we want to appoint somebody for the sake of inclusion. Otherwise, it causes more problem than what we try for solve. So first, we want for work with the opposition. We're willing for work with. We genuinely. That's not one of the requirements. I think that's the biggest requirement. Then anything else, that's a secondary issue. So if Alpha Khan really want for work with the opposition, and the opposition believes Alpha Khan will be able to do a better job, they appoint him. Hail Mary. I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem with that. As I always say in this program, we all belong to a political party. We all believe, we all want from the unity and development of the country. And some of us want for any government we can power, whether not the opposition, the APC party where we all belong to, or the current ruling party, the SLPP, if they need a power, if they're willing for work with we, now we work together and help the country for the poor people. I know will come because me not to SLPP and I disagree with the SLPP ideology. So I always they work for make undermine the SLPP, even to the detriment of the country. I will not do it. Because the reason what make I not go ever do it could be me tomorrow. I may one day be the president of Sierra Leone tomorrow. And with all this small chattering way they go on, I want for when I did that seat day, let people then treat me fairly. Let people then help me for make we able to advance the progress of the country. And how I go able to build up that scenario, that confidence in Sierra Leonean people, irrespective of what in a young different political affiliation. Now, I for build that platform there. For say yes, in as much as we get differences with the SLPP, they are our brothers. If Fatima Bio can power want for work with certain members of the APC for the benefits of the country, I'm okay with that. So that's not me who take down it. So if you get any question, let's discuss that too. Now let's go to Lukushaban says Fatima said she was born in Kono. Well, Fatima made us see a video where he come out saying, he tell we say, then Kerangu na Sierra Leone when he been 3 years old. In daddy, I think na diplomat. This from Iomot. He say when she was 3 years old. And if Fatima Bio all of a sudden turn back and say Ibona Kono, which I also first hearing before I see that video them. Well, I don't know who's part of Fatima Bio Imot they talk through, whether not the left mouth or the right mouth, I don't know. But she told us that she was taken to Sierra Leone when she was 3 years old. That must be tell with, right? All right, Musa again. Again, you cannot generalize the people as low thinkers. Politicians play with the emotions of people, and usually emotions eclipse one's thinking faculty. And if what you say hold credence, then we have a lot of low thinkers here in the United States, um, counting on the actions of the Trump supporters. Okay, when I say okay, you brought up a very good point, Musa, and I want to delve with that before I go to the next um, comment. When I say low thinkers, I'm not talking about in terms of IQ. I'm talking about in terms of political, the way we think of politics. To be honest with you, when you study the way Sierra Leonean then they think when it comes to politics, you always get this idea that people are not thinking above the norms of society, the values of an advanced society. That's true. And when I say this, I'm not only talking about people waiting back home. I'm talking about everybody, Sierra Leoneans. Few people then they actually way they think beyond this bubble of stupidity. They do. I'm not saying everybody, but as a lot of people that the way they think, all right, this person now SLPP. So therefore, I have less to do with that person. This person now the APC. So therefore, he or she is my enemy. You get a lot of people the way they think that way. To be honest with you, Musa, whether you agree with me, but that's the fact. In fact, let me give you an example. When I create the TPN forum on WhatsApp many years back, what I decide for do because the foundation of this platform was because I don't realize the division way separate way where I believe say we go able to bridge that gap there only if we talk to each other in a more respectful way and listen to each other in a more civilized way. That division gap where the politician then they use for divide we were able to bridge them. So I create this platform where they call TP and Network Forum now WhatsApp. It's about 8-9 years ago. And what I do? And during the day, the SLPP folks, there are some SLPP folks will not be even one for talk to any APC folks. If you say you're not APC, then they run away from you. The same thing with the APC. So I create this forum. I say, okay, let's bridge that gap. And I've been not saying it's not gonna be easy because for able for wash up the mentality of people we don't believe in a straightforward perception was very, very difficult. When I create that one, I bring everybody. SLPP, APC, I bring PDP, all the other political party members them. We that time they be able to get access to a smartphone, both at home and abroad, for make we talk. My brother, it was chaos. The first couple years, it was chaos. Attack upon attack, you know, you know, uh, cause, Salomon leg for cause, right? Cause, all those type of things. So, but I held strong the line, say, okay, I'm still optimistic, say, when this chaos pass, people then will begin sit down and realize, would they pan say, and every single day, my brother, and they come out like where they come out, so always they talk to people and say, hey, listen, forget about your party, you wouldn't call. Let's focus on the country. I begin to see some kind of relaxed situation within the forum. Till I begin see people then begin talk. The one the way na being enemies them. Now the forum home. Then they begin talk. Then when they talk, and they bring in certain instances then for say, you see, why it is important. Then later I begin see people that begin call themselves brothers from both sides. Oh, that is my brother. Oh, that is my brother. So cut matter short. Today we still get that disagreement, but it is much more better than before. And now the good news about that is people are now calling themselves outside of even the forum. Then they call themselves, hey, bro, what did they do? You understand? SLPP, APC. So this micro examples where I just give you, if we get people who are willing for sacrifice for do this, irrespective of what your party tell you, I think say within 5 years, we go able for make a lot of difference in the minds of people for make we able to wash up this a cake mentality we will get because that body come out from that person come out from the eastern part of the country, so he is different. So I'm not going to take us so that person come out from the north, he is different. That person is SLPP because na me enemy down in APC, na me stone enemy, all those type of things. This is who I am, my brother Musa. To be honest with you, even within the APC party, because of the stance that what they take, some people they don't call me, they say me a pacifist. They say, man, Kotabo, you a pacifist. You always they try for what they call, to combat somebody. People they don't call me so. Now APC. There are people where they call me say, man, I don't even understand what are you. Are you really APC or what? Because of certain stance they what they take. In 2012, after the elections, because in 2007 to 2012, the APC party was near perfect. Everybody, even the opposition acknowledged the APC party at that time was doing a very good job. And some of who have been doing at the APC, we are very much proud. We don't get too much even defense what they do because it's out there. And that's a typical example. If a leader wants to do a better job, you don't need too much of defense. When a leader always they look for people there for defend them, that leader they do a better job. If you do really a better job, the fact is very clear. So within 2007 and 2012, we were very much calm and enjoy the APC party. But there was a time after the 2012 election when what you have been they call kapu motion been they go on within the APC, because a lot of people that may believe say this is our last chance. If you're not able to forget what you forget at this particular time, you will never going to benefit from the APC. So we begin to see that kapu, that corruption been they go on. Some of you stand up right from that moment. Me in particular, I stood up from that moment. I said, no. We've been doing good for the first time. Let we not destroy that good the way we don't do this second time. I was actually calling leaders of the APC party and talk to them, say, hey, what when they do some wrong thing? What in the government they do the wrong thing? Unfortunately, and the Skroma self relent to that. They relent to that. I have to be sincere. And he always had to talk about credibility, right? And when they watch me, if I can't tell you something when a wrong thing, when I don't go respect me. The reason why to make a lot of them respect me because I am consistent. So I'm just telling you why I behave the way I behave today. So I told them, one of the first person within the APC at that time, we predict say we are going to lose the 2018 election. I was one of the first people. And in fact, at that time, looking at the popularity of Amends by Koroma, and looking at the way Amends Koroma, people that may let them all over the world, there's somebody like me who is 10,000 miles away or more from Salon. They come out and say the APC party is going to lose the 2018 election if we will not change our attitude. That was an insult. So a lot of people that we believe say the 2018 election was a walkover. A lot of people there, they even attack me. Some of them then tell me, say, me not even APC, sometimes me a spy. Why I for think so? There were people who tell me, say, we know they go second round. I tell them, say, one of the signs for say yes, if we not be careful, they lose the election is when we go a second round. And now Mark I say, if we go a second round, we are going to lose the election. So you see, I they see far beyond me nose. A lot of people and they see who say they see. Me they see beyond who say me they see. You understand? So yes, indeed, there are people, for make I able to conclude this, I go to the next one. There are people within the APC when they think beyond certain level. We call them low thinkers. Not so in terms of intelligence. I'm talking about in terms of politics. When they look at politics just with a one vernacular. You understand? So I hope say are able for explain here a little bit. Now let we go to Musa Conte. Oh, okay, Musa Conte say, yeah, there goes your smart lady who is being led by social media action. I don't know who's smart lady what they talk about. Okay. Is the presumption that is roaming around? I don't know. Musa. Maybe you were able to give me a little bit more information. That is true talk. We do not need hypocrites in governance. I agree with you. Unfortunately, but that's the norm. Now that makes people then say, oh, politics now, when you be a politician, you have to be dirty. I don't believe that. Telling the people where you rule the truth, I don't think say it hurts at all. If you're not able to do something, don't go lie to people, then raise their hope say you're able to do something. At the end of the day, it hurts you more than tell them the truth, say this are not able to do. All right, Luku Shaban says, nobody is against Alpha Khan working with the Bio government. He is bitter with the APC party. He is doing things out of anger, not genuinely. Yeah. Alpha Khan himself confessed to this. Alpha Khan recently when he talk. Alpha Khan say in 2017, when we go hold the convention at McKinney, first of all, why the convention is always in two places, either McKinney or Post Local? We'll get 12 districts by that time. Now we'll get 16 districts. Let's rotate. Not to two people, two places. But anyway, let me come back to Luku Shaban. Luku Shaban, I agree with you. Alpha Khan is angry. And he angry, according to him, the way they treat him. According to him, what caused the problem? I don't think it's necessarily because of the appointment of Samora. Maybe he gets a contributory factor. But according to him, he say what actually make him very angry is the fact that when they go to McKinney, they not elect nobody. All the executive they not elect them. Now appoint. Now list them bring come. All the one they way been there as executive, NAC, and all this way them come. They appoint them all. The only person where they drop now Alpha Khan. I get for going to salon this year, probably in May. I go really want for go to Alpha Khan. Let me go interview Alpha Khan for make I know exactly what's in the go on. I'm not going to promise you that I'm gonna do that, but because it depends according to what in schedule and me on schedule back where I go. But I go one for do for make I get details about Alpha Khan in anger with the APC party. So, but I agree with you. He's angry. He thinks that they're not treated unfairly, and from that time they not even call him. Nobody not call him. They say that was even before Mother Bio power. Then drop him. Okay, then drop him. He said even when they drop him, he worked very hard with the party during the elections. And we know during the second round, where them they try for convince Sam Sumana for make endorse the APC party. Alpha Khan been they read a letter. Now him been they read a letter from, I don't know who's I put that letter in. That letter was probably not from Sam Sumana, but he was reading that letter say Alpha Khan, Sam Sumana deal with the APC party or something like that. Sam Sumana never acknowledged that. But in any case, I agree with you, Lucretia. So yeah, that's angry, really, really angry. Okay, Musa, of course, I know that people think and draw lines based on party line. That mentality can only be wiped by true and balanced leadership. I agree. I don't need for comment on this. What you talk, totally agree with that. Okay, Musa, you totally right. And you also say, I was a listener then, and I witnessed most of your radio broadcast then. Exactly. So you acknowledge what I've been talking about. That was true. So a lot of people they don't understand me, where they've not been there doing nothing and they because this radio station, this platform, it was a radio one of the first online radio stations them where have been pulled. That time they will not been get the technology for good cheap TV stations. So now radio online. And that's when I've been getting 10, 20,000 listeners per program. So it was very, very popular. You understand? I stood up not for my own interest in the APC party at that time. Even though a lot of people at the time, they say, Mankota, then they put you in the black book of the APC because of your stance them. And that's if you're not somebody who is a credible person, you're not somebody who I'm talking about me viewers, me listeners. Now somebody who is a credible person. At least the one the way been listening to me. Up to this time, then for don't realize man kota, you're not selfish. Remember, when you partake in the power, the kind grab way people then way them call some people that then can even go to for go leak people them boot for make sure say they then give them job. People then they way they just they praise the leaders then like now God them because they want job. At that time, if you see somebody like me stood up and say, no, this is wrong. I was willing to sacrifice my own interest because I could have gone to Sierra Leone and say, what you want to do is a good thing, but hey, Mr. President, you now God give God sent person, all those type of praise like way people them they praise for go look for a job. I could have done that. But I strongly believe in ethics. Leaders na people we no go ever good leaders. I'm talking about good leaders. Now people we no go ever compromise their own ethics. You understand? I came from a leadership family. In fact, in 2017, I was called. They called me for giving me position, Masalo. Yeah, they did. Okay, they did. Now me for being the director of communication, now State House, now what they call. But that was after the convention. Okay, and looking at the investments where I don't put na American with my family and all those type of things, and for somebody where been they come and look at the trajectory where the APC been they go on and try for divert a disaster, and very much aware for say we could lose that election. To be honest, it would have been a disaster for me because number one, I don't invest in this country. Working for the government, American for the state government, for 20 years, the investment where you don't put, The experience we don't accumulate. For just left arm, all of a sudden for 6 months. For 6 months. Because at that time, I think around 6 or 7 months to election. And you left everything, you go take position on salon. When you very well aware, say, things can go one way or the other. I was willing for help the party, for strategize for the party, for make the party able for change their trajectory and probably win the election. But nobody was listening to me. Some of them then take me as an enemy. There were people at that time where, because we been get internal forum in 2010, 11, 12 upwards, we not been get WhatsApp during the internet day. We get what we call Yahoo or Google group. We but a kind of a mailing list, actually. A mailing list. It's similar to, I think, WhatsApp and other social media platforms take the concept from the Google group and Yahoo group. You understand? And then create their WhatsApp here. I was one of the first person who create an APC forum for North America. So we've been discuss with internally about that. So I was very much straightforward and tell them, say, listen, this is going to happen. This is people we are actually printing some of we, not to me, no more, we get other people them. Some of we will be see the danger, then are not be see the danger, then just feel say we just want to bash the government, then they print them and then carry go na the headquarters in the salon. They say, una look, una members in America, Abuman Kota, in name famous na headquarters during the internet day. Where they not even see me facially. My name was all over. Oh, Mankota, oh, Mankota, oh, Mankota, oh, Mankota. But at the end of the day, what happened? It turned out to be that all what I was saying was true. See? So I could have, changed my attitude because it's about me. If my only intention joining the APC party is all about me, I've been behave like any other person where they behave for try for get position. If you give me position, not because I they praise you, not give me that position there. If you give me position, well, because I am well qualified for do a better job at that position there, then those are some of the positions that I need. They give me the position because I praise you. I know they praise somebody. And they praise God. Now they're the only person who want to praise. I go compliment you for doing good thing. I will do that. But as a genuine APC member, I always want for make the APC do a better job for make we distinguish yourself from the SLPP. Because what's the essence of multi-party democracy? You get for distinguish yourself. What's make you different from the other party? If we all they behave the same way, so there's no need for multi-party democracy. Let's all come together and make a one-party state because we get the same ideology. They behave the same way. That's my own concept of politics. All right, Musa again. Doc, I respect you then and still respect your stand. But I call out people sometimes. Oh, yeah. And I agree with you, Musa. I mean, in fact, this is some of the things where I always they talk. If you make me a leader, I don't want for make you sugarcoat. I don't say make you cost me, but for tell me the truth, it's better than for hide the truth because you just want for make me happy. Don't do that. Tell me the truth, say, Dr. Mankota, you are wrong. And for people that we don't understand me for a very long time, they know say I am not big to accept fault. Even in this program, when they watch, I don't know, say most of the time, there are certain things where publicly they say, oh yes, I'm wrong. That's how a leader is supposed to do. So instead of you hide, you don't say what you tell me, you just want for make a happy instead of make a benefit to me. I don't want to make you do that to me at all. So I appreciate that very much, Musa. And that's what I want. That's what a leader is supposed to do. The presumption that Alpha Khan is a sellout among others. When I mention smart girls, I mean Sylvia. Okay. All right. No problem. All right. Lucas Khan says, A leader should have a forgiving spirit. It's difficult to rule. Most people will hurt you. It depends how you handle the situation. People will change. Instead of hate, they will love you. Yep. Lucretia, I totally agree with you on that. In fact, a leader is supposed to be a dirty box. I'm not saying like in a literal way. It's kind of a metaphorical statement. A leader should be like a dirty box because you know what's the actual definition of a community, right? Or a society in a general concept. A community, that a group of people with different attitude, different upbringing, different everything, different, all come together and live in a geographical area. You get in a community, you get people that with a thief, you get atheists, you get religious people, you get people that will educate, you get short people them, you get tall people them, you get black people them, you get fair people them, you everything, different people coming together. Now, just think about this. If you are a leader of such a diverse community, if you know they behave like a dirty box where everybody they can dump your own trash, you're not able to succeed. You cannot succeed. So this dynamic, I agree with you. Sometimes a leader, now a lot of people then they look at a leader like a full man because not everybody you can't receive trash. We especially we I know say what you talk now trash. I go book you out, not so. That's what a lot of people then they think. So, but you a leader, you look at that trash where person come and say, okay, calm down, man. Let's talk about this. Let's understand ourselves. It don't necessarily means you have to compromise your principle. No, a leader, you're not supposed to compromise your principle because that's not a failure of leadership. Stand your ground, but also try to encourage people the way you know say the way that they think is different from the way you they think. You see? So these are some of the things where I always they talk in my program for educate people, for make people to understand. And to be honest with you, Madabio had a chance for making bring this country together. He had that chance. But what happened? Either incompetence for actually bring people then together, or well, in any case, not incompetence anyway. Or the people that we surround our way, it take the leadership and send them to them. Say, okay, I will be the figurehead, but you are going to lead. Now, in make the first 3 years, I did see some kind of a little change anyway. To be fair with Madabio, I did see some kind of change, but the damage has already been caused. That's not my own opinion, Dandy. Okay, and okay, I think say we don't come to the end of the program. I'm almost o'clock now. Okay, we don't knock 1 hour 24 minutes. I don't know. Do you have other comments? I want for give una 6 more minutes. If you get any comments, put a low discuss within 6 minutes. 6 minutes. After 6 minutes, I close the program. But in any case, this is my own opinion. You understand? Leadership, I want for make well. If we comment no, they are able to take this 6 minutes for continue for preach to my brothers and sisters where they in the APC and the SLPP. Okay. For people who born during the one party state, some of we born during the one party state. I remember when I was very young, when they say elections, the 80s, 82, I think 85 or so, I remember when they say election, I did all the bad things that they happen. Then killing, then fight, and all those type of things. And this was one-party state, not even multi-party state. This was one-party state during the APC. Kill. Some of we parent them. Then every election, then they take with them on our way, we win. Then we keep with on side. The other time, well, me and Mabuka, I grew up. Mabuka grew up. So I remember one of, I think Musa Kamara versus Moses Kamara versus Musa Kome. The one they will come on Mabuka during the 1982, 86. And then they were small. We've been in that primary. Musa Kome versus Moses Kamara. Then election and they will people that get for on our way with we. Then go keep we na McKinney because of the tension. So I just want to give some kind of historical background for let us know why up to this time, 25 years or so, since we get a multi-party democracy, we still behave the same way. We behave in a one-party state. One-party states not able for unite we together. One-party state, you're not able to unite we together. How a multi-party system will able to unite we together? Now think about this. If a one-party state not able to unite we together, because I believe say there is nothing where you get for talk about ideological differences. We all belong to the same ideology, right? So philosophically speaking, we should have, be united in a one-party state. But if one-party state not able to unite we together, how do you think a multi-party state will able to unite we together? So you see the difference, the difficulties where we get na salon. And it started when the politicians then look at the way they behave. Oh, okay. In fact, let me take these 3 minutes and say something where I've been since yesterday I've been trying to talk about. Okay, this is specifically outside of this program, but I just want to pull on my mind. Quite recently, I don't hear the people then they try for instigate a tribal conflict within the APC party. And most of them people and they are people who are members of the APC party. This is very, very important. And the reason why to make a one pull on my mind for let people they know who's I stand on that side there, it's very important because some of them in a kind of an internal explosion if we allow them to happen. I remember after the 2018 election, I've been hearing some people and they talk say, oh, the team they not make like we win the election. Some of them hear it, that's right. I heard that too. And recently there was some kind of audios where they go on, where people and they talk so the one they all where they cause problem within the APC party now the team then they cause that problem. Ladies and gentlemen, me commemorate them, please. The opposition is using this for making able get an implosion, an internal explosion. You understand? And if we buy to that, there will be no APC. Because to be honest with you, the reason why the APC is so strong today, now because of the team in them. And I want to make it very clear. Now because the team leaders stand up for the APC. Even though the people that will suffer under APC more than any tribe within the same party are the Timinis. The Timinis suffer within the APC more than any other party. And the Timinis, pure Timini, they don't want the whole leadership position at APC. So if we're not able to acknowledge their sacrifice, do we allow we not chastise them? Because that's the majority tribe within the APC party. And the SLPP I know say them audios and the way they go around social media right now about na team then they try for cause chaos na APC. They want for use this and they push them. And unfortunately, I see some of my comrades and they forward their audios and they on social media. Please do not fall into this trap. Because the SLPP want for make we fight each other. When we fight each other, we're not going to be able to fight the SLPP because we are so much focused on fighting each other. Now this I just want for pull out of my chest for tell now say them audios than they. If you na APC, please discard them audios and they, not forward them audios and they, because the more you forward them audios and they, the more that people then they listen to them, the more chaos they happen. The more people then they get these mixed feelings. If na team they listen to them, it has go point. You see the tactics. So please, the APC is good for tolerate every tribe in that country. And let's don't allow the SLPP for push this narrative, because I know say if they castigate the team, which is the largest in the country, then there will be no APC. APC without the team is not a party. You remember with the PDP, right? PDP was predominantly Timni. Predominantly Timni. Remember with how they call them Keva Smart in party. I don't know how they call it again. Whatever party, whatever. Predominantly. So the SLPP folks want for use this tribal card within the APC party. And in the reason what to make them want for take advantage of that, because we get certain members of the APC party we not able for think, and this comes back to the way people then they think. You know, they're not able to think beyond tribal line. They're not just able for think outside of tribe. You understand? So do not allow to be drawn into this unnecessary explosive discussion, because it not will ever help the APC party. We have to stay away from that. Stay away from that. Don't think about that. That's not me no more I'll get for talk about, and it's already 1:33. And I just want to thank everybody we contribute towards this program today. A lot of comments, and I appreciate them commenting because when we interact always, it makes things better, clear for us all. And I know say Sylvia will watch this broadcast one way or the other. I hope Sylvia will think what's are the implication on whatever you want for take. If not somebody we seriously, not to talk no more, but we seriously want for like me, seriously, you know what to make Alex Sylvia, we get some similar behavior in terms of telling it as it is. And if not somebody we seriously want for be leader one day as another country, then do not allow people for determine how they behave. Now you get for determine whose word will they come on your mouth, not to anybody. You know, we just say because somebody calls me, so I focus. When dog bites you, you bite dog again. What's the difference between you and the dog? There's no difference. So think about that, Sylvia. You are a smart woman. Very, very smart. Very, very intelligent. We want more people like you na the political spectrum of Salon. I know say a lot of people are not like you. Yeah. When Sylvia was appointed as a CEA, SEA, sorry, by Ernest Koroma. Yes, Sylvia been go back and forth. It not be like me not be, well, me not they hate somebody, but I've been telling the truth. So it been we not been see the same side. But later we reconcile ourselves because we can realize probably we'll get similar kind of behavior. Not totally, but at least some similar behavior. Okay. So don't allow people and stay away from Sianyema. Sianyema na poor innocent woman. Where you know the area no more. Don't take advantage of her. If you think say Sianyema na in the sponsor whoever for make them attack you, left hand between you and God. If you think say an escrow na in sponsor people there for make they attack you, left am between you and in God. You understand? But stay away from this type of rhetoric way they make this behind time. It is really, really demeaning to you self. When we dey a very smart woman, one of the smartest women as I know, they go sing Tiffy Tiffy Jankoli, Pisabe de Jankoli. It make me I wonder what thing they go on. Right? Seriously. It make me I wonder what is going on with Sylvia. Okay? Uh that's where my mom is from, Malmo village. I don't know the spelling. You are from the same town as my mom. Name Sanko. Okay. Malong village. Okay. All right. Well, can you still put Sylvia in your cabinet, Doc, knowing what she's becoming today, like you stated previously? Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Musa, Sylvia. One of the things we all get to understand, people change. Now only a stupid person no go able, or a fool person will know they change. And I want also for make people they know a good leader na somebody who able influence somebody for change am. A good leader able change person from bad to good person. So it depends how you actually relate yourself to that person there. What are your own principles? What you they talk, how they see you. But if I become president of Salon and Sylvia no deteriorate to the extent of irreparable, yeah, now one of them people then one of the women them they go with the time for talk about giving 30% positions to woman them. Now some of them people then they are one for putting on the cabinet. I strongly believe say I able to change Sylvia even if it did the way it did today. So I strongly believe that. Strongly believe that. Remember, an Escoma actually temporarily changed Sylvia. If an Escoma able to change Sylvia, why should I not able to do that? Remember, Sylvia was the fiercest critic of Anes by Koroma. The first person we put on an Anescoma in picture in the parade on Facebook. But imagine we Anescoma appointed as SEA. What happened? She became one of the defender of Anes by Koroma. Me and Sylvia get some kind of a back and forth argument. She was defending Anes Koroma. So the question we get for ask ourselves, what happened? Even to the extent, after the APC kind of power, Sylvia was defending Anes Koroma. In fact, according to what he tell me, I don't know how true it is, but Sylvia, according to him, now he actually helped for make Anes Koroma in Peking, where they be accused of murder, he escaped. So the question we get for ask ourselves is, what went wrong? What happened? Somebody know they just explode so normal. What so? So until we actually know what happened, Sylvia is unwilling to tell us what went wrong, and Escoma is unwilling to tell us what went wrong. We don't know. But they were good buddies. And Escoma been trust Sylvia. That make it can put her near them. And Sylvia was doing a good job. So I know they just can judge Sylvia based on waiting at the small thing where I see so when I pan tap until I see waiting the inside, waiting na the cause. I know we're able for just for determining that. Lucretia, come on. All right. No. Now, well, one of the things, first of all, one of me, let's tell you one thing. When I lose power, or when I come out, not to lose, because when you lose power, when you run, when you run, you do not succeed. When I left power, I think that the best way down there, because I know say if I become president as alone, the entire country they vote for me, because I go make sure say I get one of the best unified governments ever in the history of Salon. So there is no need for you for try for undermine me. Yeah, maybe the selfish people then they still did try for do them, but it wouldn't call. But when I left power, the first thing I get for do is I stay out of politics. I enjoy my retirement. The only time when somebody when he left power, people still the attack him, people still wait and call him because he's still active in politics. But when I left power, I will stay out of politics. I go build fine house in my village. Way do clean. I get me rifle hunt gun. I go and hunt, kill animal. I enjoy. I eat. Sleep well. I don't need for come back from politics. People then begin to cost me again. No. That's not going to happen. So Sylvia not going get the means for even cost me because did you see when Tijankaba left power? Did you ever see somebody cause harm? Oh, before Tijankaba left power, the SLPP them hate him. You know, say a lot of SLPP them say that Tijankaba make Berawa lost the election. Them hate him. A lot of them. But after he left power, he stay away from politics totally. People then forget about him totally. Nobody will be talk about him so no more. So would I get for go cause him? That's the same behavior me get for do by God's power. Okay. Yeah, that's now one of the things. One of the things where Sylvia tell us, but I think it is more than this. Musa says Sylvia already told us what happened. She said Amends did not have her back during her detention. And if you look at what happened, the reason what make the SLPP arrested Sylvia Blyden was because Sylvia Blyden put a picture of Amends by Koromana in O's. You understand? And besides, when according to Sylvia, when Sylvia Blyden, when Amends Koromana in Peking, they try for hunt, they say Amends Koromana call and say, hey, na so happen, but we need your help. I think Sylvia, he say been in Guinea or something like that. So he makes some of in gang group them. I don't know if Sylvia get gang group anyway, but in any case. So then try to they escape with Amends Koromana in Peking, Kelanguna Guinea. And now, if something like that happen, so you not get nothing, then he angry. Maybe that's not the thing, but who knows? But in any case, so I understand. Me, if I left power, I go sit down, I become a statesman. I know they sit down self na Freetown because Freetown is too congested. Freetown is too polluted. You know, and they go far na the province now they go sit down. In fact, na village they go sit down. Make the fun, sit down, enjoy my life. Pass no more. If every year I can American I can't take medical checkup and go back. That's all. When I try, if a president want for consult me for the sake of the country, when they talk and privately, I tell you, I advise you, which I get for advise you. I forget about politics. So if you do it's okay. Will you campaign for a successor during election time, though, after you shall have left your imaginary leadership, at least for now? Well, I get for campaign for we candidates. One of the things well, right now already, so there is no need for me for even emphasize on this. When I did in powers, let's say my second time, you understand? I not go ever promise somebody say, I support you. Never. When I go try, let everybody go try in luck. If the people, the membership picked you, I mean, at the first person where they hold your hand for whole campaign, but that is after the election. After they don't nominate you, and they interfere from that election day, I am a statesman. You go try, you win, and the people elect you. It better than interfere or something. After they elect you, yes, I will campaign for you. I will campaign for you. And they go all over the country try for sell you out. Yeah. So if you ask me that question, Musa, then definitely I will do it. But I will never interfere. Nothing, absolutely. Tell when I say, if let everybody try in chance. Because I don't know whether I'm a good leader. I only know myself as a good leader, but I don't know whether I'm a good leader. And everybody is equal in the hands of God. And I strongly believe, say, everybody is equal in the APC party. You could be the best leader, even though probably you are just an ordinary member. So go try your chance. You win, I campaign for you. If I campaign for you, you happen for win. After that, I know they influence you. I know they influence. They go to my village, I go sit down. If you want to consult me, yeah, you can consult me. I they tell you, I they advise you what is the best way for able for succeed. And after that, I they back to my village. Simple life. I they pray God for me, God give me them kind of life then they. Simple, very, very simple, okay? All right, guys. Oh, come on. Una no one for make a left this program here. Una just continue for ask question. That was not the reason why she was arrested. It's when they went to arrest her, they met the picture. Yeah, I agree. I said one of the reasons, because now that one day the police show we, then say because it hang an microman in picture in your room. I don't know what to make the arrest them. I don't know what to trigger, because I believe say okay. Now that make I say something the way Sylvia and the way them come no one for me them come. Sylvia and Esquema no one for talk. I dey suspect, and this is just a suspicion, okay? I dey suspect it has to do with an Esquema in picking them. That's just an opinion, okay? Because I agree with you, Lucretia. Before them go meet the picture, they already done ready for go search their house. So something must have happened before that. I'm suspecting it has to do with an Esquema in picking them. The picking way them is accused of murder. Okay, that journalist. So maybe that's why Sylvia is so angry with Anes Koroma. After he don't do this for him, Anes Koroma not even cough. For go visit herself na prison, Sylvia say one day Anes Koroma not go even visit na prison. But who knows? You know one for tell we in which they paint pant up, they left to them. All right. Thank you. Thanks for your program. Thanks, Lucretia. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. They are now share the program for let other people that are able for gain wisdom from this program. And Musa says, so Doc, you too will not fix our dilapidated medical system or practice. You rather come to America. No, okay, you got me there. Okay, you got me there. But I totally agree with you. So to be honest with you, the medical program that country did, we were able to fix them if we want to fix them. I will tell you for free. Because even the medical equipment nowadays, they're very expensive, but not to the extent like the way they did before. Things are very, very cheaper than the way they did before. So I don't see no reason if we take $250 million for go renovate the airport, or expand the airport. We take other money for go do other things, while a healthy nation is a wealthy nation. Take that from me. A healthy nation is a wealthy nation. Because they say health is wealth. Right? So medical system should be the priority that country we forget good medical equipment where somebody sick. You know get for run away, come na America na go na even look at us, even Ghana, just very close to us. Very close to us. Yeah, I will try my level best for repair the medical facility in a salon. That will be one of my my agenda. Then the second agenda is for build an organic economy. If we get an organic economy, I think say we'll be able to do better. Making sure there are enough produce where they go around the country. I think that's not a resilient economy. When we economy always, yes, I know say every economy is tied to the global market, but let the economy not get 100% tied to the global market, because the global market is unpredictable, right? So, but if you build an organic local economy, when the global market is unstable, the local economy will able to resist certain things where we're able to continue the development of the country. So these are some of the things we I get for do anyway. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Okay, Musa. You want for pull me leg today. Bing bing. You ready for pull me leg today? Anyway, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for this program. We'll see you back next week, the same time, the same place, and well, don't forget. Okay, let we share the program. Okay, good night.